Okay. So let's do this.
People want to go for a hike or want to go for a walk in the woods with their dog. But how would you like to be stuck in the woods while there's a fire burning around you? I don't think anybody would want that either. So be smart, be human, don't look for loopholes. An out of control forest fire is a terrifying thing. So treat this situation with the seriousness that it deserves. We are certainly as a government. Since last week's announcement on restrictions, 12 fines have been issued. It's certainly my hope that every single one of those is fully prosecuted and collected. It's just too serious of a situation right now.
It's unbelievable. Eh? So it's no longer because you're going to start a fire with your boots. It's not because you're going to break your leg. It's now because now it's because a fire could envelop you suddenly. And the reason why they're saying that is because of this clip.
Me going for a walk in the woods is going to cause a fire.
Can't see it.
Why people?
What?
I can't see it, but my internet sucks. And
can you hear it? Or can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Think that's
now I can see it.
The reality is it's not that you might cause a fire. It's that if you're out there walking in the woods and you break your leg, we're not going to come and get you because we have emergency responders that are out focused on a fire that is threatening the lives of New Brunswickers. And if you take your boat out fishing in a pond in Crown Land and you capsize, we're not going to be able to come and help you out because our first responders are focused on an immediate and serious threat to our province.
Are you waiting for the people to help you?
And so it's the possibility of diverting emergency resources away from where they are really needed.
Like, what did we do before the government would come and save us? I mean, how do we survive?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They should have just made the fine for making a fire $25,000 and left everyone else the fuck alone.
So then let's okay. I think
the arson numbers. Did you see the arson numbers? The ones that they admit are arson.
Yeah,
it was over 1,000.
Yeah,
it was more than anything else on there. I wish I had that chart now. I wasn't expecting to go that deep into this, but
here I'm just going to play this here.
Here on a Saturday afternoon to ask all New Brunswickers to get out of the woods and to stay out of the woods. Here on a Saturday afternoon.
I don't have to share it. So, but I did want to share. I wonder if I'm going to miss. Okay, let me share Marty Up North thing here. So this is Marty Up North looking at the actual numbers. So, and the number of annual forest fires in Canada has been trending down for 40 years. This is in spite of the fact that reporting is improved and our population has nearly doubled. Authorities are reporting the smallest fires. So, I mean, this is a good chart, right? Annual fires in Canada from there, 8,000 down to 4,000, from 82 to 2024. You see that? Now, this is the one I wanted to show, actually, which I found. I didn't realize Marty had here. More fires doesn't sell the climate change narrative. What sells is bigger fires with more smoke requiring more lockdowns. Until 2022, the annual area burned was relatively constant. So in 2023, the fires in BC and Alberta were allowed to burn. That's true. They did allow them to burn. Remember, that was all a big controversy? They allowed them to burn. This is all by design, folks. Our forests are mismanaged, our resources misallocated. We gutted the fire prevention and fighting capabilities. We replaced people in lookout towers with cameras, and we haven't purchased a new water bomber in decades. And notice how each province gets a turn. Years ago, it was BC. Then Alberta. This year, it started out with Manitoba and moved to the Maritimes. I'm predicting that next year, the forest fire focus will be Quebec or Ontario. That's interesting. And there's the big jump in 2023 for the areas burned. So that's when they let them all burn.
Let it burn, baby.
So then I found this mapping thing here that I was looking for it too, right? Visually mapping Canada's wildfire data. So this is kind of interesting. This is you can go all the way from, like, you can slide it. So here's like 2003. You can see, let me just scroll down a little bit. Can you see that? So 2004, 2005. You see how it jumps all over?
Yeah.
2006, 9, 2010. There's the fire. So now watch when we get up a little bit closer to 2023 here. 2018, 2019, 2021. Geez, that's interesting around that area. That's where what do you call it? The Lytton fire. That do you know that was lit? That was with that doctor that came out against the vaccines, and he was. Do you know that the cops admitted starting that fire?
No.
Pretty sure it's the Lytton one that burned down the town. And there's 2022, and then there's 2023. So they let it burn, and now they've got this big. Now 2 years later they can freak out. And here's the chart that Marty had here. This is the total area burned by year.
God damn.
Here's the total area by province. So if you go back to the year here, so you can go like scroll around from 2000. This is a pretty good interactive map here. You can do it by province. Total burned area.
What's
So
this? Government?
It's CanadianWildfires.ca. Individual wildfires by province, by year, it looks like. So there's the province's color bubbles, and the year has, the individual fires. And so I wonder who does this website. Oh, about mapping Canadian wildfires is a joint project by Matthew Jin, Chan Jin Park, and Sarah Smith. We hope you found it helpful. I will avoid making smart-ass comments about the team.
I was just going through the Nova Scotia wildfire statistics. They had an arson in 2020, but it doesn't look like the stats only go up to 2021.
I tried to go to the live heat map here, but it doesn't seem to work. I can't get it to work. Maybe if you zoom in or something, it works. But
here's the Nova Scotia 2020. Top two causes of fires were campfire and arson in 2020. Playing with fire 2, smoking 4, blueberry burning 2, spontaneous combustion 2. What's spontaneous combustion?
no, that's somebody like actually start like getting on fire themselves. Like
It says spontaneous combustion 2.
Wow. So they just go out in the woods and they start the fire by themselves, by combusting.
Or the fire just started by itself. And then there's this map here that does now in 2021, they've taken off.
No.
Spontaneous combustion is still here, but there's no kind of spontaneous combustion in 2021. But now they've taken off. Arson is gone.
No
Now
way.
they have other, which has 14, which I suspect is the arson. They still have blueberry burning, all the rest, playing with fire. This is new too. Incendiary device. What do you think that is? Like a firework?
I don't know.
Or is that also arson?
Like a lighter? No, that'd be like a doobie lighter. A lighter for your doobie. Do they have smoke?
No, smoking's on here. Smoking 3.
Yeah, but a lighter, but I don't know, maybe people, I don't know, that is weird.
If it's a lighter, then it would be arson. So maybe that's the arson one that disappeared.
It's unbelievable. We were just